I'm Gina.
And I'm Tara with Your Property People. Thank you so much for joining us.
That was terrible.
Oh, that was good.
I was good.
You gotta give me a pause because you keep talking.
This is Gina. What the Okay, so Suzanne Somers has had her home on the market since 2008, and now her and her husband have decided to send it to auction.
I'll have one, they didn't get one to the hand.
Which, by the way, auctions in real estate is like the Skid Row of marketing. Marketing just on price alone is never going to give a seller what they want. So how did she end up like this?
Let's take a look. So right off the bat, I can't figure out where the front of the house is. Am I looking at the side of the house? I want to see where the front door is of the home.
Merv Griffin had a famous quote.
Don't ever mention Merv Griffin in your advertising.
This is the most interesting, unique.
If they use words like interesting and unique,
Everything else is a house that can be replicated.
This is an example of what not to do in terms of staging your room. There is just way too much going on here.
way too much furniture. It's not just the color, it's the actual size of the furniture. Just a no-go.
Especially for high-end luxury properties, the less furniture you have, the better.
The owners are Suzanne Somers and Alan.
I'm not certain what the wire meshing across the entire
Back patio
area is. Again, are we trying to let the buyer know they need to be protected by falling boulders?
It reminds
Those
me
are
of a
red
Mad
flags.
Max movie.
You drive up a long drive and there's a funicular to greet you.
Very similar to the Harry Potter ride at Disney World.
Like
which
the Green
is
Goddess.
great. I would never get on
And
that.
it glides right up the hill. You can also go up the staircase, of course, but the funicular makes it easy.
Or scares the daylights
Scares the crap out of you.
The property consists of 73 acres. It includes 5 pavilions.
That's nice that it's 73 acres. What it would have been great if we would have had some drone video to show us the expansiveness of the estate. That's a huge selling point of this home.
Total of 9 bedrooms and several separate buildings for the dining room and the
Holy hot chili peppers. Okay. So the kitchen is super dated.
It feels closed in and dark.
And if you don't want to update the kitchen, your buyer's not gonna wanna update the kitchen either. It's terrible. So typical rule of thumb for any property that we're selling, the more expensive the home, the whiter the home needs to be. Not whiter.
Not wider.
Whiter.
Whiter.
White.
White.
Like gleaming white. Okay, as an example, Kim and Kanye West just sold their house in, I think it was Bel Air. And they sold it for $17.5 million. And that was the whitest house I have ever seen. But a great example of what you need to do to get your house sold.
so many unique amenities that it's difficult to enumerate them all.
Oh, no. Okay, so with outdoor play sets, equipment, trampolines, typically we recommend to sellers to have those removed if they are not in working condition or don't show well. And I certainly think a dilapidated carousel falls into that category.
Everywhere you look, if it's not the beautiful wild greenery, it's the rocky mountains and it's the city at your feet.
This is the best part of the property.
That gives
The
you
water
tranquility
feature,
and serenity.
excellent.
Nothing can compare to it.
So there are several takeaways from Suzanne Somers' experience selling her home, and that is you need to work to make your home more current and more appealing to a buyer, even if you're Suzanne Somers. So it's going to cost you a lot less money to make those updates and market and sell that property than if you're marketing on price. Again, an auction is the lowest level of marketing that you can do on a home. When you are marketing on just price, it's about how low can you go. I'm Gina.
And I'm Tara with Your Property People. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.
You can let me say my own name.
Cut. We're done. Stop talking.
Again, this is a classic example of bossiness. She didn't even trust me to say my own name. Cut.